Japan comes alive, the most alive, during cherry blossom season. Sakura is the Japanese word for cherry blossom, and they only bloom for a very short period, 2 weeks at most. But in those 2 weeks, the entire country comes out to celebrate.
Once a year, we celebrate the cherry tree all together. Everybody eat something, drink something, and enjoy.
It's so popular that the Japanese have certain words just to describe sakura. Hanami means flower viewing, and this is a hanafubuki, a snowstorm of sakura petals.
Everything starts in spring.
That's Miwako Iwamoto. She lives in a quiet neighborhood just outside Tokyo. Mrs. Iwamoto is the great-granddaughter of one of the members of the first Japanese embassy to the US back in 1860.
This is my great-grandfather.
The amazing part of this whole thing, though, is we didn't know any of this when we booked the interview. We were only there to interview her about having her own cherry tree.
History, my mother planted.
But then off camera, she casually mentioned it. Wait, your
My grandfather.
great-grandfather has a monument in Washington, D.C.? What? This is your great-grandfather?
Right.
That's Tateshi Onojiro, but the Americans nicknamed him Tommy. He was a samurai and a translator for the Japanese diplomats. The coincidence is almost like we were meant to know Tommy's story, of the outgoing 17-year-old samurai who bridged the gap between our two countries, to where we are today, chatting under a cherry blossom tree in Tokyo. The cherry trees start blooming in Japan in late March. The first blooms happen in the southern island of Okinawa, and then follow a northern march up to the tip in Hokkaido. In Tokyo, the banks of the Meguro River are one of the most popular spots to view the cherry blossoms. But we decided to do as the locals do, and picnic at Shinjuku Gyoen Park. So we just went to this grocery store and got some flavored foods that we're now going to go eat underneath the cherry blossom tree, which is a very, very traditional thing to do. To tourists, cherry blossom season in Japan is a marvel. Exotic, beautiful, Instagrammable. But to the Japanese, cherry blossom season is a reminder of the transient nature of life. Because each petal that falls means a blossom is dying. Mrs. Iwamoto had the simplest explanation for it.
It's peace. It's peace.